Now, I mentioned conversion tracking. Don't forget this piece, because don't spend all kinds of money on Google ads and then wonder, did my money work or not? If you're, especially if you're advertising in a couple different places, let's say you're doing Google ads, you're in the local design magazine or newspaper, and you've got a TV commercial, right? So you're spending money on all these different things, and you're probably getting leads. But if you don't know where they're coming from, if they could all be coming from your paid ads, and you're just wasting money on the TV commercials, right? You have to have that conversion tracking in place for every type of ad that you do, not just Google ads. Now, when it comes to some conversion tracking related things, one thing that we do is we have a dynamic number specifically for our clients. This phone number only shows on paid ads. It's the only place that they'll see this number anywhere online. Somebody dials that number, it just forwards to their regular line. Work goes through our lead boomerang system to track that lead, but then the clients know exactly where every single lead comes from before, you know where every lead came from through that system. So got a question here from Chuck. Is there testing available before you buy the ad? Not really. Google does give some information around potential track. So when you're picking out keywords, they do give you, here's how much traffic you should expect for what you're spending. But that's the only stuff they'll give you beforehand. They don't really know how humans are going to react to the ads that you're writing. So that's why it's so important to have the tracking in place. Good question, Chuck. Form submissions. If you have a form on your landing page, make sure that that form, again, is tracking so that you know somebody filled out this appointment form that came because they landed on a paid ads page on your site, or a landing page that you had. So you know that that's working again, right? You can build this into every AdWords campaign. There's also something called UTM parameters that you can add. And this starts to get a little techy, but there are some other things that you can do. So when somebody clicks on an ad, you can actually say, this traffic came from this campaign, they used this keyword, and they were inside this ad group. You can send all that information to your landing page, and then your Google Analytics, things like that, will actually show that information where people came from. Of course, Google Ads platform also tracks all that stuff too and lets you know about it. And lastly, don't forget to audit and validate the tracking every once in a while. Just make sure it's working, right? Sometimes things get a little broken or stop working right, and you just got to kind of audit through those and make sure that they're working.